Hi everybody. A long time ago, I deconstructed a folio from Kathy Orta, and it was a Christmas folio that she had done, and I basically watched YouTube and everything else and figured out how to kind of come up with my own little design of how to do it. And I've been using this design that I created from that for quite some time now. And I have been teaching scrapbooking classes for quite a while. And one of the classes that I'm going to be doing here coming up is my little folio here. It's a travel folio, and I wanted to just go through real quick and show what the folio is going to look like and explain the class and how the class is going to work. Basically what we're going to do in the class is we're going to construct this folio. We're not going to get into a lot of the decorating of it. I'll basically run through the basics of how to decorate it, but I'm not going to get into a lot of time to do that because it's going to take some time to actually put the folio together. But it's going to be basically on how to construct things like pockets, how to do the actual full folio piece, because as you can see, this is pretty wide. It's not your standard, 8.5 by 11 or 12 by 12 layout. This actually, when it's fully open, actually opens out to almost about 30 inches in width when it's, when everything's all opened out, because when it opens all the way, you almost get two little mini layouts here. The full measure of each page, I guess you could say, of this little mini is roughly 6.5 inches wide by 8.5 inches tall. I do construct most of my mini albums using 8.5 by 11 paper, and that tends to save paper and time on cutting. So it works out really nicely. But anyways, this folio here has, a couple pages. It has got a couple little pockets and little nooks and crannies and things to create. One of the options that can be done with this folio is this back page here can become a pocket, so that if you have ephemera or receipts or, different things that you want to collect while you're on your travels, you can put in there. A lot of little places to, kind of hide and add things here and there. And in the class, I'll show you how to do those things. And the primary reason why I like teaching this class and I like showing everybody this folio especially is this is a really great way to show how you create a base and then you build on that base. How you can add these little, extra pieces here, you can add little flaps, you can add extra pages, folios are basically just a shell, and then you just keep adding to that shell. Everybody has their own method of doing things. Everybody has their own method of creating them and different materials that they use to create them. I basically just use 8.5 by 11 paper because, mine don't really stand up to a lot of stress. I've had these, obviously this is 2016. This has gone through many classes with me. It has been opened, used, beat, turned, examined inside out. So you can see that, there's a lot of use and wear and tear that each of these albums and whatnot gets. So they do take a lot of abuse, but they do hold up very, very well. And even just 8.5 by 11 cardstock, there's not a lot to these. But I use good cardstock to make them, and like I said, they've held up very well over the years. So anyways, these are just a couple examples of the ones that I'll be offering. This is the travel one. This is the set that I'll be showing and teaching. So I hope you like it, and I hope to see you in my classes. Thanks.